So I really like this shoe because I feel that it is very different from all the shoes out there in the market. First of all, it has a 2 mm drop, and that is very different from all the other super shoes out there that are going with 9 mm to 10 mm. And you can really feel the difference when you use it on the track. It is much more aggressive compared to the other competitor shoes. It has very good grip, and of course, like it allows you to reach faster paces, and of course, you get more stability.
Why did they choose a 2 mm drop? Why do you think so?
One thing that I noticed is that actually now in the market, brands are going for two different approaches. They either go for the high stack height to give you that soft trampoline feeling, or they go for the low stack height to give you that aggressive rocker that some of the brands are doing right now. But with that, of course, you have to be wary about how your running style affects it. You know, if you're a forefoot runner or a midfoot or heel striker, it really depends. And definitely like a lower stack height would affect your running form too.
Responsiveness of the shoe, on across the different workouts and across the different surfaces.
I feel that the shoe is extremely responsive, partly because of the dual density approach that Under Armour chose to take. So by using two different foams, we are able to get the comfort of the foam, and at the same time, we get the trampoline effect that most super shoes have.
Now they've actually gone to the Hover Plus foam.
And Viva foam.
Yeah, Viva foam. It's a dual density, as you mentioned. Of course, that also kind of added a bit of weight to the shoe. How important do you think weight plays a part, especially when you're talking about traditional super shoes?
I think weight plays a very important role because typically when we talk about super shoes, runners out there are using it for marathons, half marathons, longer distances compared to track races where we tend to use track spikes, right? So I think for Under Armour, in order to counter the weight issue, they actually remove the heel plate over here, the heel cup. And I think it comes with both pros and cons. Pros being that they manage to balance out the weight. However, because of this, like now it's a lot more softer. All right. So it is like now this shoe is a perfect weapon for racing. But when you're tired and your form gets bad, this might become an implication for your running form.
The big question remains is how does it compare against other competitors in the same bracket? Of course, it is an elite shoe. It is a record-breaking shoe. Sharon Lokedi, I believe,
Boston Marathon.
Yeah. Won the 2025 Boston Marathon in this pair before it was available on the market.
The grip of the shoe is very, very important to me, especially living in Singapore where we have rain and sun, very random weather. So for me, when I used this on the track, I felt that it had very good grip. I was able to run at fast paces like 3 minutes flat, and going around the track there are curves, and I found myself being able to perfectly run without any issue.